Take one.
Hi, my name is Omar, and I am a junior at Arupe Jesuit. I am a nerd at heart. Take two. I hope to study communications and journalism in college. College is the next step for me. People usually ask what we teenagers are going to be when we grow up, but no one asks what we are now. So let me tell you, we are athletes because we love to feel the adrenaline and the blood pumping through our veins. We are readers because we see ourselves in fictional characters and go on adventures with them, even if only in our imagination. We are writers because we express our emotions and thoughts in a way that we can't do out loud. We are artists because, like writers, it's how we express ourselves, if only through visual means. We are musicians because we feel that music can be our voice when we feel like we have none. We are leaders because sometimes to lead a march, you have to be the person to take that first step. We are dreamers because we think that the sky is the limit and that there is nothing that we cannot do. We are believers because we believe that we can change the world, or at least a small part of it. We are thinkers because our ideas can have an impact, even if they are just that, ideas. We are creators because we create intangible things like stories and communities. We are innovators because we see a different and unique way to solve a problem. We are teachers because we can teach each other lessons that cannot be taught inside a classroom. But most importantly, we are the future because we carry on the torch, and with that torch, we can light up the world.
Luz, take one.
Hi, I'm Luz. It means light in Spanish, so take two. I always wanted to come to Arupe. This was always my first choice. The biggest thing that Arupe has taught me is to be authentic, to be myself, and no matter where I go, to carry that with me. I'm hoping to go to Boston College. During my time at Arupe, I have learned many lessons about the important role that service plays in my life. This idea was first introduced in freshman year when I read this passage from Galatians for the first time. You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love. I remember sitting in class even after the bell rang, pondering the meaning of the verse. In fact, I've spent much of my high school career learning that service to others can be a present in of itself. A present because service allows me to show in my actions the humility of love, and because service enables me to use my gifts to serve others in the way Christ wants. In sophomore year, I learned that participating in volunteer experiences introduced me to something much bigger than just Arupe Jesuit. I was introduced to a community. I believe community is fundamental in that it offers us a meaning in life. As I've grown at Arupe, my sense of community has evolved, so that I now consider my community to always be growing and always be filled with new faces. I discovered this new reality near the end of sophomore year, when an older man at the soup kitchen approached me shyly and offered me a simple compliment, one that I remember to this day. Miss, I really do appreciate all you do for us coming down here to serve us meals. God bless you and everyone else that came to help as well. At that moment, I looked around and I realized that although I did not know the people I was serving, they knew that this was a place they could go to for warmth during the harsh winters, for companionship during times of loneliness, and for comfort during times of hunger. Arupe helped me find my place in a community outside of my workplace, outside my neighborhood, and outside my school. And this place offered me an unexpected and powerful sense of fulfillment. I was doing the work God calls us to do. 683 miles. That's the distance from Denver, Colorado to Juarez, Mexico. I learned that interesting fact when my church, Cherry Hills Community Church, announced the opportunity to participate in a mission trip taking place in Juarez, Mexico. Thanks to my corporate work-study job, Denver Tech Dentistry, who joins us here tonight, I was able to contribute to this unforgettable experience. While in Juarez, our group helped to build 2 houses for 2 families, served the hungry at a soup kitchen, visited children at a local orphanage, and assisted at a health clinic in town. And because of my Spanish language skills, I was one of the main translators for our group of over 40 adults. My own knowledge of Spanish allowed me to communicate with the families we served and helped me build a community between the people in Juarez and the members of my church group. This experience forced me to step out of my comfort zone, and by using my skills to assist others, I also redefined my sense of what I can accomplish. I think Arupe always moves us in this direction. The school asks how each student can grow as a person. I know that for 4 years, I have been pushed to embody what it actually means to be a woman for others. Now, I am a senior on my way to graduate in May, and I will take with me another of the important lessons that Arupe has taught me. I will strive to be fearlessly authentic. I will work to answer the questions that Arupe has introduced to me. What really matters to me? Who do I want to be in the world? How will the values I embody influence others? I am so thankful that Arupe Jesuit has prepared me to succeed in college, that it has prepared me to find the answers to these questions for myself, and to figure out what God's plan is for me.
Aaron, take 1.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and I'm a junior. Since I never do stuff like this, I really felt like I needed to. Take 2. I don't want to sound cliche, but it's not the fact that I want to be successful. I just want to make a difference, and I want to strive to be able to provide for my family.
Growing up, I attended a variety of different schools, from Jefferson County to Denver Public Schools. Arupe Jesuit being the 9th school I have attended is the longest I have stayed at any school. To me, Arupe has separated itself from the rest, not because it is a private school or because of the corporate work-study program. It sets itself apart because this school teaches our young people to be a unit and to take advantage of every opportunity presented to us. It teaches us that this world is not all lollipops and rainbows, but this world needs a generation to rise up and make a difference. We have to work together to earn the success we want. But this is not an easy lesson to learn. As a freshman, I just wanted to blend in. I thought of myself as a chubby little antisocial kid because that's what I was used to. However, things took an interesting turn. During the first few months of school, instead of moving to another school and starting all over, I began to notice that the classrooms at Arupe felt small. The students acted differently. The teachers taught each kid individually. There were no distractions, and there was no disrespect. Presently, I'm standing here, a junior, at Arupe Jesuit High School, and I've learned that opportunity is not just a word. It is a way of looking at the world. Honestly, I have struggled to understand the idea of opportunity. I know that sometimes I'm given directions, but I do not put in the effort to make it happen. Other times, I think that certain situations are too much to handle, so I give up and let my opportunities disappear. I constantly go back and forth, picking and choosing, trying to do what is right. I might ask myself, what will benefit me? Or more commonly, I'll ask, what is easy? However, I've come to realize that anything that is beneficial will not be easy. I've come to this realization because Arupe reminds me every day that there is potential hidden inside of every single student in our school. Marianne Williamson, who many of you may know, talks about this potential perfectly. She writes, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others around you won't feel insecure. We are all meant to shine as children do. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. Rupe has taught me that I am powerful beyond measure. At Rupe, we learn to not play things safe. We learn to rise our expectations so that we can find the potential hidden inside of us. We are not just a normal high school. We aspire to be better and to share our gifts and talents with the world around us. I'm glad to be a part of a great community like Rupe Jesuit High School. My school and our school teaches us that even though the days are challenging right now, the end will be worth it. The challenges we face presently will become the joy celebrated in the end. Through all experiences, good and bad, we drive toward tomorrow. Then and only then will we enjoy the taste of success we all want.
Do I have to say it before or after? Take two. Hi, my name is Valeria and I am a senior. Rupe has definitely motivated me and supported me, given me a platform to speak out my own voice, and given me confidence to do so.
My mother always taught me, be not simply good, be good for something. I carried this advice with me to Rupe, where, as a freshman, my dream was to work in a law firm. Ready to work on cases, fight battles, and yes, even argue in court. I was assigned a work-study job at Davis & Sirianni, a firm downtown, which was an experience in itself, but I was in for a rude awakening. As a non-experienced worker, one with an 8th grade diploma, my supervisor did not think I was ready for the whole shebang as I thought. She thought I was ready for filing. So I did. I filed. I was patient, and I waited for my first case. And I waited. Months came and months went, still no case. Toward the end of the year, I felt that I had adjusted well to my workplace, and I had learned how to index law files very well. But I realized that I might not get to try a case as a freshman. I was still interested in becoming an attorney, but I was going to need a little bit more time to get there. Over the next 2 years, I worked in the accounting office at Globus Family of Brands, where I was given the opportunity to grow exponentially. At the end of my junior year, however, I decided to return to my first passion, law. I concluded that as an attorney, I could offer my voice for those who did not have one. As a senior, I've been working at BROWNSTEIN, HYATT, FARBER, SCHRECK, and in August, I felt like a nervous freshman all over again. I knew about working and contributing to the basic flow of things, but I wasn't sure what to expect at my new law firm, one I thought was full of corporate sharks. On my first morning, I remember everything I saw: the dim light in the lobby, the TV that displayed the news of the day, and the foggy glass with the address scrawled on it, 410 17th Street, 410 17th Street. And of course, I thought about the job that awaited me on the 22nd floor. I now have the privilege to be working next to paralegals and learn about the type of law that I would like to go into in my future. Recently, we took on a special case of asylum for an immigration family from Mexico. We are helping to advocate for them as they are in danger in their homeland. I am fortunate to be able to translate between the family and the attorney. I am able to connect with the family culturally and reassure them that we will do everything in our power to help them. Translating is something that I have done since I was 8 years old for my mother, and I knew I would learn from those experiences. And now I realize how much of an impact I am able to have on this family simply by advocating on their behalf and assisting the attorneys at work. We grow each day, not only physically. In fact, I think that is the part of us that changes the least.
but we grow intellectually and we grow spiritually. As a senior, I know I want to serve the people, because in serving the people, you serve God. To this day, I have yet to try a case in court. The closest I've gotten is mock trial. Sorry, freshman me. Be not simply good, be good for something. Now I know how I will live out the lesson my mother taught me, serving others through a career in law. I still want to be an attorney, but I finally learned why.
Sergio, take one.
Hi, I'm Sergio, and I'm a sophomore. My parents forced me to come here because my sister was here. I also really like the corporate work study program. It teaches us what to do when we grow up, when we get actual jobs, how to be professional, and it really prepares us for the future.
Home. What is home? What really is home? Most would say home is where they live, where they sleep, where they eat. No, that's not really it. Home is acceptance, accepting others and being accepted by others. Home is reassurance, to be certain that others and yourself will succeed. Home is trust, to have faith in whatever is worth believing. Home is equality, to treat everyone the same. Home is respect, to respect yourself and all others. Home is knowledge, to be intelligent for the good of others. Home is care, to truly care for those around you and never let go. Home is morality, to know what is right and what is wrong. Home is promise, and promise is Arupe Jesuit High School.